What you say?
Microphone check, microphone checker, microphone check, microphone check.
Well, my microphone don't seem to be going right. Hey. No. Okay.
Can you hear us?
I can barely hear you guys.
So here's the thing. We're going to wait for some people to come into the room. Just come on in the room or whatever. And it'll give Jacinda some time to get her life together again.
Oh, shit.
This is gonna be fun, I swear. Yes.
Listen.
These could be the outtakes, the bloopers.
The outtakes we live. Ain't no bloopers. Who adding in this? This is all the way live. They get to see us in all our glory.
I don't know. Okay, something ain't right. Hold on. I don't know. I really, when I tell y'all I can't hear y'all, I mean I can hear y'all, but y'all are really low.
What are you on? Y'all, I apologize for. I feel like we had the same conversation every 2 weeks. I'm gonna go. See the thing.
Why we doing this? Let's not. We got guests. Let's not do this.
Siobhan, no. She not new. She new to them, but she not new to us.
I already know.
I know. I'm just saying. You ain't gotta do me like that.
Okay, we say click like and click share. Is that what? Oh, is that? Do y'all want?
Your mic is working, so you
just no. My mic is working, but I can't. Can you? You see what I said? I can't hardly hear them.
Yeah, but they're supposed to be on here though, right?
They're supposed to be on here.
And this is just for the video?
Girl, I don't even know what that's for right now.
Where's your tea?
Jacinda, put your name in here.
Sit.
Hey, y'all.
Siobhan, sip your tea. Go on, sip your tea, Siobhan.
Girl, I'ma just.
Oh. Hey, can you see me?
I can.
No, on the other one.
What other one? I'm only on one. There is no other one for me.
Sharice.
Hey, y'all.
There she done left. Okay, so here we go. Hey, y'all. Welcome to Single Tea with Reese and Siobhan. That's who it is tonight. Reese and Siobhan. Kendall come back when she figures it out. I don't know what's happening over there. But yes, we have a special guest tonight. My good sugar sister booger. Siobhan Lord Carter. She got me so shook. Don't you say something that ain't. We just rebuke that all the way.
In the name. Here.
So there they go. But yes, welcome, boo.
Sugar, thank you.
We about to have a good time. Talk about a whole lot of stuff. Well, just one thing, but it's a real heavy thing. Let me see. Tomorrow.
She gonna be back for you in a minute. Oh.
So, how was your day? We're gonna wait for some more people to come on in here. It's a low. We on time.
Okay.
We 3 minutes in. I can't see who's watching. So if you watching, say hi. Hey,
y'all. Hey, something.
Yeah. We're excited to be back for our third week. I think third. Yeah. So singleness and foolishness and single foolishness.
Yes, on a Friday night, honey.
Y'all like my mug?
The Color Purple, yes, that's on deck for me to watch too. I ain't seen that.
I have never watched that movie all the way through.
Really? Did you fall asleep on it?
I can't. It might be a little too black for me, and you know I like black movies. But that might be just a little too.
Sharice, me.
I don't know. It's just, I can't. We're gonna try this again. Let's see. Hold on for a second. Here she go.
Hey,
Jacinda.
I felt like he was coming for me when I wasn't there. I felt it deep down in my shanana. I felt it.
Are you straight?
Hold on. Give me 2 seconds.
Hey, Tina. Can I get all the saints to pray for 2 seconds? She needs 2 seconds. Go on, pray for her. She just not computer literate. It's all right. She gonna get it together in 2.7 seconds.
Why does my screen look like that? Is it because I'm on my cell phone?
Are you on your cell phone now?
I am.
What does it look like?
Like maybe I should turn it. Nope.
Don't even worry about it. Mine look like good.
Nope.
Gonna work. Just have it straight. Yep.
What happened to the laptop that you was gonna go invest in for yourself?
Oh, you know what? To be putting on my, I'm gonna talk to you offline.
You have to think.
Girl, she gone again. Here we go. So here we are. All right. This we gonna go on. We not fooling with her
It's
tonight.
gonna be a fun night, Sharice.
So listen, y'all. We are on here talking about trust after heartbreak. And that's in relationships, in friendships. I think you can have it on both sides. Family. No, listen. I'm about to stop letting her in. That's what I'm about to do. Okay.
You know I can hear you. I can hear you. I am trying. It's not working. Back to okay, so I can't broadcast right now because
Why can't you broadcast?
because I don't know what I'm doing.
Go to your tablet and
Okay.
log on to
Facebook.
Give us 2 seconds, shot. We apologize. Go to www.facebook.com. Okay, I'm just
Sure.
I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help.
Not the whole Facebook address.
I'm trying to help.
Okay, so I can't do Facebook on my tablet because I don't remember my password. So it's it's been a long day.
It was,
I can do it on my.
You was at Rose, so it couldn't have been that long.
No.
I'm just saying. That's what you were.
Yet again, we're gonna talk offline. But I thought that I can put this on my tablet and I can go on Facebook on my cell phone. But my tablet ain't working because y'all say y'all can't see me.
No, I didn't. We didn't say that.
Oh, y'all can see me on my tablet.
Yeah, we didn't say we couldn't see you.
I don't know what's going on. Jesus, fix it, please. Well, I'm trying to go on my tablet. We gonna miss the whole conversation. Y'all stop worrying about me.
I don't know. We 7 minutes in, so we got 52 minutes left because I got to hit that 59 mark.
Right.
Okay.
I give you 40 more seconds.
You gonna give me 40 more seconds? I'm trying. I really am.
We're gonna talk about the next up is time management.
I ain't got that.
Apparently, that's
You know what? You just go come for me. I don't even know where I am. You just go come for me with the people. Okay, here I am.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna go on there. So again, one more time. Just rewind. Hey, y'all! Welcome to Single T with Jay. We're gonna say hi. And Reese, and we have a special guest, Miss Siobhan Carter. Go on, introduce yourself, girl, because you got a bomb introduction. I love it. Go.
Hello, everybody. I am Siobhan Carter, the You Relationship Coach. That means I am passionate about all things concerning relationships, especially the relationship that you have with yourself.
Yes.
Excited to be here tonight.
Yes. So tonight we are talking about trust after heartbreak. So I personally haven't been in a relationship for a long time. But I have had, trust issues after heartbreak. And again, like I was saying to some of the people before, Jacinda was in and out and in of the, I'm just saying, I was saying that literally my trust issues are falling with friendships, sometimes, depends, and relationships. That's where they were established from. They were established from friendships, they were established from relationships. It's a hard thing, trust after, because you can tend to have a wall up after that trust has been broken and foolishness has happened. And I was about to say a bad word. People was trying to come back and it's too much. So, you tend to like, pause, halt. Wait, you have a finger up? Did she listen?
Oh,
Okay, go on, Shimon. So we gonna have a conversation. I'm not fooling with her. I'm
okay.
not fooling with her. So, yeah, so that's where mine sent. Shimon, don't even like she not even something wrong with her. Something wrong with her. Look,
Mm,
and frozen.
mm, mm, mm.
Okay, so yeah, so that's where mine really just comes into, when you're in these relationships, you stay in these relationships for long periods of times or whatever, and literally you think it's one thing, you end up finding out it's something else, and then people try to explain themselves, but in reality, you weren't explaining it. You know what it is? This is my one pet peeve: withholding the truth.
Mm-hmm.
So literally, like, literally withholding the truth, because some people feel as though if you're not saying something,
Mm-hmm.
you're not lying.
Right, right. But in a way, it's still deceptive because you are intentionally withholding
Now
something
we know better.
for something, for some type of reason.
You know, with that, people think that just because they don't tell you, they're not lying, right?
Mm-hmm.
And to me, I feel like it's not that you're not lying, but in the back of my mind, I'm just like, well, why are you holding it?
But you're not being honest either.
Mm-hmm.
So
Exactly.
either way, to me, that's a lie. It lie. Whether we say it or not, it's a lie. So I feel like a lot of my trust issues have stemmed just from that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's just me, though. I mean, y'all might have other, experiences.
Yeah. So my trust issues stemmed from I would say I really noticed it after my divorce. So when I was married, I got cheated on. So I didn't find out after we were separated that he had been with somebody else and was engaged to somebody else. So when
Mm.
I found that out, it was like I was totally devastated. Like, what in the world? It just threw me off. So after that, being so blindsided by it and I didn't see it coming, it's like I was just like on edge, just side eyeing people like, what are you hiding? I don't know if I can really trust you, and just always thinking that something bad is going to happen because I was so caught off guard in that marriage. So that's where mine developed, where I noticed it, and I just, yeah, it's been a lot trying to work through that and heal from it. But that's my experience with trust.
And I feel like
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
long term, you probably are going to piggyback off of this a little bit, Jay. Long term relationships, and you feel like they were meant to last, and then they end up ending.
Yeah.
So, but go ahead, you can. I ain't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine. Well, look, I've been cutting y'all off
Now that you're here with us,
all night. See, I knew you and the shadiness of today on this good on Friday.
man.
Anyway, hi y'all. So my trust issues stemmed from kind of like, just like you said, Reese, like they felt just because they didn't tell me that they weren't lying, right? Or they didn't see themselves as lying. And then the fact that I had to ask questions about it, right? In my mind, I'm just like, you're lying, right? So the fact that I have to literally dig deep to have to find stuff out, I'm just like, I can't trust anybody that I feel like I have to dig for information from. Now, granted, you don't have to tell me everything, you don't have to divulge everything, but don't make it so hard for me to understand you or trust you in that aspect. And being in a long-term relationship with somebody, of course, as you in your 30s and 40s, you think that when you in this long-term relationship, you think that you're going to be with this person forever.
Right.
So when you have to seriously dig deep because they're not telling you everything, and in their mind, they're like, well, I'm not lying to you.
but see, even in digging deep, isn't that a flag that you got to dig? Now we know some people are just horrible communicators, but when you have to continuously dig deep, that don't send off red flags for y'all.
So I got a flip side to this story where I was the one where the person had to dig deep because I tell the whole story, right? So let me tell y'all. So I honestly wasn't doing anything like cheating or nothing like that. When I look back on it, I didn't tell the whole story because I was trying to avoid conflict. So it was like my way of avoiding a situation which I really made it. So as I was telling the story, and this was about years ago, but I talked to this person every day, and then I started telling the story about what happened, and it was a neighbor that had installed a garbage disposal and all that kind of stuff, and he was like, "Wait, what? When did he install the garbage disposal?" And I was like, "Oh, that was and he was like, "But I talk to you every day. Why you ain't tell me about that?" Oh, and then he had to dig story. And he was like, "Well, why would you do that? Why didn't you just tell me what was going on?" So it was like on the flip side, I can understand when somebody doesn't tell the whole thing, but then I understood kind of suspect because it's like, why wouldn't you tell me that?
Yeah, that's definitely suspect.
Yeah.
Don't do it no more.
But I wasn't doing that, and I swear, man.
Right? No, but that's like to me. So for somebody that think like me, it's like, well, why you didn't say that then?
Right.
So what was you doing? What made your brain say don't share that information?
Right.
So for me, I translate that as a lie. But people like you, I mean, you were just like not trying to be confrontational or whatever. But, that's all in the communicating part of it all. It's like, hey, I didn't say this because of that. Mm-hmm. And then it's again, but that's still building up a trust thing, like because it's slightly like going down, and now you got to pull it back in.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yep.
So, but and relationships are already hard and difficult. So, and maybe because I'm an over communicator, like I overly communicate or whatever, which might irritate somebody's nerves.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But my reality is that I don't want you to say I ain't say it.
Right. Like I told you, you can't say I ain't said it.
I said it the other day.
Right.
The best part about text messages is because I always tell the younger kids now, like, y'all don't have the gift of deniability. Like, you can't deny anything. Mm-hmm. Everything you do is either on social media or it's on via text, it's in black and white, it's recorded. You don't have, back in the day, we used to have all that on. Did you call me? I ain't say, I must have missed that.
Right. Because we didn't have but really back in the day, we didn't have three-way or anything. So you really, like the line was busy. My mama must have been on the phone.
Exactly. We probably was lying a whole lot back in the day. But now you ain't got that option. Everybody, I saw you read that message there. My text message said you read it. Oh, did you say that? I don't remember. I must have opened it and closed it back.
I hate that feature on Messenger.
I know.
I turned it off on my text message, but doggone, I can't do it on Messenger.
For real.
You saw that.
Oh man.
Jacinda Sugar, you are frozen.
I can't with this today. Like when I tell you I can't with this today, I'm scared if I touch something.
We can hear you. It's fine.
But you can't see my face. I put on lipstick for this.
We can see your face and your lipstick. You're just not moving. There you go. There it is. Right there.
So y'all can talk. I need to get back into the conversation. This thing is really doing something to my mind today.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, okay. We love you. We love you. We do. You're ridiculous, but we love you.
It's a lot today.
So tell me what you all feel about this statement. So it says, learn to trust yourself. It's often said that you can't give away something you don't already possess.
Learn to
trust yourself.
I honestly do agree with that. I feel like the more I learn to trust myself, the more honest I can be. So a lot of even back then when I was talking about that story, a lot of my deception or not story had to do with me not myself. So it all kind of played into it. The more I just be like, look, it is what it is. This is where I am. The more peaceful I feel and the more I get that trust to, something.
So for me, that's still a hard thing to do for me, right? So it's just like, what does learning to love yourself look like?
Learn to trust.
I'm sorry.
So,
Learn to
I
trust
feel
yourself.
like coming, even in relationships, any relationship, and a man and woman, man, whatever you want to do or whatever, it literally, there are levels to it. So you have to learn to love yourself. You have to learn to trust yourself. You have to learn to accept yourself. You have to learn to be yourself. Like, there's so many levels to being in a relationship, but the common denominator is you have to, like,
Mhm.
you have to do it.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think that part. I think when we get the other person, we expect, well, he gonna give me that. He gonna give me something that I'm missing.
Right.
That ain't the reality. That's not the real. That's not the real. Is the real is that you should already have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I lived like a long time thinking that it was a man's responsibility to give me stuff I felt like I was missing. And honey, nothing.
Believe it or not, I am still learning that, right? I'm still learning to trust my gut, right? Even though I know what my gut is telling me, but in my mind, I'm just like, nah, that can't be true. But my gut feeling is usually always right about a certain situation. So that whole learning to trust yourself, learning to make yourself happy, make yourself whole before going into another relationship, another friendship, another anything, right? Because as you said, Siobhan, you can't give anybody yourself, right? If you're not whole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. But you know what I will say? So after I got divorced, I spent some time by myself, right? So I'm like, I'm gonna go to therapy, I'm gonna work on myself. So I was like, okay, so probably about 2-3 years I wasn't in a relationship. So then I'm like, I was on this clock. So then I was like, okay, I think I'm ready for a relationship. And then I think I got all of my stuff together or whatever. And then I met somebody, and then more stuff was triggered. So it's like when we're by ourselves, when we're single, we can do the work, but we really don't get tested until we are in, some form of relationship, whether
Exactly.
or, because I was like, dang, I thought I had dealt with that, but it's like, it's an ongoing.
But you know what? To piggyback off what you said, it is an ongoing thing. However, it could be something that you have forgotten about, not forgotten about, but buried that deep, right? And it could be the littlest things that would trigger you in this present relationship that makes you go back to that past relationship. And it feels like you have not dealt with that, but in your mind, you think you did.
Yep.
Until it comes back.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Right. And that's how I am with dating now, right? I feel like dating now, even in my mind, I felt like I gave myself a little bit of time. But every time I date somebody, I see that I haven't, because Sharice, you can attest to this. The littlest things, I'm like, I can't talk to this person. I can't do this. Oh no, I'm not about to do this.
So
and they're like, what's wrong with you? I don't know. I can't.
She's. I thought I was particular. Jakinda takes particular to a whole nother level. Like, it's like, should you want me by yourself?
Is it like a defense mechanism? So
absolutely, I really think it is. So whatever.
Peanut gallery.
Huh? Oh,
I have somebody saying amen to you.
You know what I'm saying? It's a defense mechanism, because it's like, let me cut you off first before you even start with the foolishness. I see it. You display it a little bit, or maybe you don't even display it. You just said something I ain't like that. Remind me of something that somebody said in the past, and now I'm gonna cut this. I'm not gonna do it no more.
But you know what? Let me tell you something. The crazy thing is,
defensive about it. Don't try to defend. That's what it is.
No. I'm not trying to be defensive. I'm just about to say, like, crazy that you say that, because the smallest things, like the dude chew wrong.
Yep.
I'm just like, however, the ex guy chew wrong. I was like, oh, you just chewing all wrong and stuff.
I can attest to that. So I was talking to a guy the other day, and for the first time, and he kept saying, "You know what I'm saying." I was about to lose my mind. You understand? I was really, on top of he was cussing a lot, like, but intelligent, knowledgeable. But it literally took me like I had to disconnect from him for 2 seconds, even though he was still talking. He was still talking. Disconnect from him 2 seconds. I was texting my best friend like, I'm about. He said one more time, or will scream like one more time, and he was like, "Real." I know I'm DC. I have a DC accent, but I know how to turn it on and turn it off. It was straight DC. It was driving me insane. Because in my head, again, stuff started processing like, I can't take you anywhere. I can't take you to any business functions. I can't take you around some of my friends. They will never understand. They be looking at you like, Sharice, why are you with him right now? Like, what is happening? Where did you find that?
You need to go bring him back.
So, but this is what happened. So once I let him talk, and once I disconnected, and then I reconnected to started engaging in the conversation, and I started speaking, he adapted.
So in his mind, he thought that you may have wanted that side of him. However, when you started speaking, he realized like, maybe I need to go ahead and scale that part back. However,
when I literally would have dismissed him, but like, let me call you back.
Right.
But let me tell you what he showed you. He showed, in my opinion, he showed you who he really is or can be, like his spokesperson.
Well, Jesus knew, because Jesus knew I was about to get up off that phone. He knew what I was like, listen, this is a little too hood for me. And you like me to a fine thug. I want you to have a little bit of hood, a little bit, but I need you to be able to read some scripture. I need you to be a little thugged out. You need to be fine, cute, sexy. I know people won't say that's a whole lot, but that's it. It is what it is. I like a refined thug. I need to know if I got to rock, you gonna rock with me. That's what it is. You gonna take
a refined thug.
You don't know what a refined thug is?
Of course, I know what a refined thug is.
Girl, the best thing ever.
Aren't they though? Come on. Let's talk about that though.
Yeah.
About those in my Wendy Williams voice. About those refined thugs.
The ones that can do it all. They can pass personalities.
Where are they?
Girl, you need to say that. We just told you that you was too damn picky.
They are.
Like, damn.
You got to ask how they chew.
Stop! No, that is not true. I am not picky.
You what?
I am not picky.
What are you?
I am particular.
Same.
It's not
same thing to me. I don't know what that means.
It is not. I am not picky. Honestly,
so my next point, though, because y'all know I write stuff down. So my next point is focus on the positive. Fix your face first. Fix your face. So you got to fix your face. And this is where it goes down here. Like, fix your face. Focus on the positive. Now, that's not always easy to do because, like I said the other day, I was focused on everything negative that I thought was negative coming out of his mouth. But literally, again, it's a brain thing. Like, you got to turn on, turn off, whatever, and say, listen. In order for this to even for me to give it a try and to really get to know him, this first conversation, Reese, I'm gonna have to I
get turned off by first conversations sometimes. Like, I was telling this to my girlfriend. I said it was so much it was so much better to meet a person face to face than it is to meet them online, because meeting them face to face, right? They are kind of giving you their spokesperson, right? And sometimes meeting a person online, they are going to give all of them right up front. And sometimes it's just too much. Like, peel back those layers slowly. I don't need everything up front. That's why I will dismiss you. Because it's too much for me.
But would you rather them give it to you up front, or rather for them to let it linger and then you?
I'm not saying let it linger. I'm saying like I just don't want to know about your 38 years and the 5-minute conversation that we have.
What if they're just very open and transparent and just kind of like to, not be deceptive and just like, hey, this is who I am?
I'm probably go get turned off.
So
I'm sorry.
How would you like it? Like, what would not be a turn off?
Like, okay, so I wouldn't, as I said, I don't want you to tell me everything right then and there. And however, I don't want you to lie to me. So if I meet you online, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can have a conversation, just surface conversation, right? And eventually, if we meet, we can have a more in-depth conversation. I'm just like, I don't want to sit here and read your entire bio and know everything about you right then and there. Because I'm just like, okay.
But I think that's where the trust comes back into the process. Trust the process. Because literally, if even if I do read your entire bio, just look at it as a resume. You get a resume, everything there, what is it? They can do is on that resume. You're reading it up front.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really get to learn that person, who they are, until you actually work with them.
Mm-hmm.
Which is true.
But
however,
I want to know that you got 5 kids and you live in your mother's basement and you don't have no car and you don't have no job. I want all that up front.
Yeah, might as well.
I'm gonna tell you, sugar, this not gonna work. Go on about your business,
and then you could just keep rolling. Mm-hmm.
I don't want to.
That is okay
with you. I don't want to have a conversation with you. One day it's all surface and we talk about, I like walks in the park, I like going to the movies. Then 2 weeks later, I found out you got 5 kids, and then 2 weeks after that, I found out you live in your mama's basement.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be irritated. Then I'm gonna have an attitude, and it's going to be nasty.
What is the right time? When is it? Like,
I honestly I don't have a right time. I guess I'm gonna say it like this. I guess I'm so used to meeting people face to face, and now that you really can't meet people like you used to, right? And being online and meeting people and they just divulging so much, it's different.
I do think the online thing takes away, puts up a lot of walls. Like if you're looking for more than just a hookup. If you're looking for more than just a hookup, online definitely puts up a lot of walls, because we automatically go to, what do you want from me?
Yeah, I think I don't really like, even though I've tried online dating, I just don't really like it.
Yeah, it's not my thing either.
Just chilling out.
My girlfriend told me I should stop.
You should delete it. And I told you that before. You just need to delete, because the conversation matters to you. The conversation matters to you in a way where they can say, "Good morning, my beautiful African princess," and you be like, "Nigga." I don't say that on here. The church, you go to the church.
And they said,
"Good morning, Queen."
Right. They're gonna be mad. You be like, I am not interested in him no more.
Wait, my friend said they could be like, "Good morning, Queen." Delete.
So what you say is more so if you meet somebody at the gas station, then it's like, "Hey, how you doing?" and you exchange numbers, and then it's like a build up. You think you're kind of used to that.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm used to. That's what I like. Please don't just tell me all your life.
I think in person, Jakinda can add a little flavor on that too. So it's like, what she can add as well is not one-sided. So if I can see you in person, I can add a little bit of flavor. I can flirt with you a little bit. I'm gonna be able to fill you out a little bit because I can see you face to face.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I get that. So yeah, if that ain't your thing, sure, get out that online stuff.
But she keep doing it.
I know, because guess what? It gives me tea to talk about.
Oh, true.
Okay.
A lot
Thank you. It does. It gives me tea to talk about.
So much tea to talk. You just be on social media. We talk about all the foolishness that's happening with people we don't know.
I mean, this is true. However, if I don't stay on these single dating sites, then
You are wasting time.
I am. But sometimes I be in the house bored.
So
Bored in the house, and I'm in the house.
Facebook thing because Kendra told me I should do the Facebook dating thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I did the Facebook dating thing because 2 seconds. It only lasts for about 3 days. 3 days. Literally, because I can vet you because I can see who our mutual friends are.
Oh, I like that part. Yeah.
So if I can see who our mutual friends are, literally what I'm going to do is like, hey, you know this person? How you know
Can you vouch for this person?
Yep. I do like that part. I haven't tried Facebook dating, but I do like the part, that because they do that on some apps too. You can see, I don't know which one, but yeah.
Y'all know how I feel about Facebook dating. Like, it's hit or miss. I'm gonna tell you that. Sometimes you realize how weird people are.
My daddy on Facebook dating. That's when I knew it's time to come up off for there.
Hold on, I'm gonna go look for him. I'm gonna go ahead and look for him. Don't worry about it.
Off for there. Too much foolishness going on out here in these streets. Not doing it. No.
He a G.
No, he's not.
That's the whole G out here.
You can cut it out. Sit down somewhere. Somebody grandfather.
I know you gonna leave him alone. Let him live.
Get him a shirt. I am somebody's grandfather.
Let him live.
Yeah,
let him live.
Get it.
So I know. What does, and Siobhan, this is for you. What does love after heartbreak look like? Like, where does one start?
Yeah.
Like, where do you start building yourself up? When do you start being able to go out and talk to somebody else without that hurt from that other relationship lingering on?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a tough situation because it's going to vary depending upon the person. So I know for me, I had to take a minute. That thing wore me out. So I needed a minute. So it was probably about 2 or 3 years before I got into dating. And I met people and talked to people, but I was really honest. Like, I just can't. I don't have the energy for it. So I think it's just being honest with yourself. Nobody can tell you what the best time is. It's just really, being aware and just thinking about it. Like, okay, I think I'm not ready to cry when I see his picture, So I think that's another gauge. Like if you see him, if something rises up in you, you probably need to sit and chill out.
Did you hear what she just said? Say that one more time. She did that last part. One more again.
Mm-hmm. So if you look at a picture, if you see him on Facebook, on social media, and you see,
can't go nowhere because he might be there.
Oh yeah. So there's still an emotional connection that to be explored, should I say?
Siobhan, sweetie, thank you, Reese.
I was just helping with the conversation.
So you do right by me. Everything that you think about gonna crumble. Remember that.
It still has some type of control over you, So yeah, how can another person even get in when you still got this emotional ties or strings that this person still pull?
So and you're right. You're absolutely right. However, the old saying goes, the fastest way to get over somebody else
get under a new one
is to get up under another one. However, that's not, friend.
It ain't true. That ain't it.
I was just about to say that. That's not always true.
No.
It's something else is not true. It's something people say, what do you call it? Something Sticks and stones will break my bones. Words will never hurt me. That's like the
Words hurt.
They do.
I don't care how much of a thug you are.
Yeah.
Words hurt.
You're gonna feel something if somebody say something to you.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we
I'm
can't
just
go back to
saying.
old stuff. We in 2020. We the new people.
Mm-hmm.
We like the New Testament in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Right.
So,
But yeah, I share a little bit about me, kind of like what Cherie said. Like, you know, I don't want to keep on putting that in the atmosphere, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not 100% over my ex. I'm like at 90%.
Yeah.
Right? They still have that 10% to where I still think about what he's doing, think about who he's with. You know,
Yeah.
it sucks. It does. Now, if I happen to see a picture of him, I'm not gonna break down and cry. I'm over that part.
Mm-hmm.
Right. If I see him out, I might feel a certain way. That's kind of where I am with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
oops, sorry.
Right.
So it's almost like, how can another person come in? You know what I mean? Like what type of experience where they have, what version of you will somebody else picture? Will they have that hold your Kendall, or will you be holding a piece back, still kind of tied to that person? So it's like, it's just really on the person. Like, give yourself the amount of time you feel that you need and move forward. So it just depends. It's hard to say.
And I also, I mean, even in my singleness, I've dated myself, and sometimes I'm a lot to deal with.
Yeah. I know I'm a lot to deal with.
So
I'm picky. I'm stubborn.
But I literally started checking myself, like, "Oh, girl, you doing too much." Like, I started checking myself and spending that time with myself, by myself, fixing me. I've had every type of therapy imaginable, from cognitive to Christian counseling to EDMR. Like, I've had every type of therapy possible that I needed, because it was for different stuff. So, but some was for relationships. Like, why am I not in one? I think that was my largest question. Or how do I get over this one? So, but it's trusting yourself and being kind. That's my next thing I wrote down. Like, being kind to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like we are hard on ourselves. Like, oh, well, eventually somewhere in there, I feel like when we lose the trust or whatever, we tend to start to take on some of the blame for that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I had to do that because I definitely made myself 100% responsible at first for, the ending. Oh, I shouldn't have chose him. I should have known better, all this kind of stuff. But going through therapy is when, my therapist really brought to me, and like, you are not responsible for his actions and the decisions that he made. You can only be responsible for the part you played in it. But yeah, that was huge for me.
Yeah.
Took it all.
All deep down in the business.
Yep.
Yeah, I understand that. And as I said, no one can tell you. My mom always told me this, like, no one can tell you when you're ready, right? People can give you advice all day. Like, you should do this, you should be doing that, you should do this. Oh, I wouldn't worry about it, or what have you. But until you're ready, until you get to a point to where either you done had enough or you're ready to move on, then that's when it works. Nothing that you do or nothing that anybody can give you is going to hurry up that process.
So are you ready?
Oh, Jesus. Oh,
I'm going to just sip my tea.
Do you trust yourself?
Do I trust myself
to move on to the next person?
Would
you be able to trust the next person?
Would I be able to
go into it with an open mind, even if he called you queen every day?
Hell, sorry.
Listen. He open to the question.
Hold on. I can't say that because I really found out my grandma be listening to this. Sorry, Mo. To be honest with
She ain't
you,
got no sense. She ain't got no sense, Grandma.
look, there's one thing that not one thing. There's a couple of them, but just call me Jakenda. My mama named me Jakenda for a reason, but we're not talking about that.
Mm.
I don't know. I'm gonna say that, and I'm gonna be just as transparent, just as true, just as honest. I don't know. Don't say no, Sharice. I need you to pray my strength in the Lord that I will be delivered. That's all I ask.
Which means you're not ready.
No.
Because remember you was gut say. Remember how you said your gut always right? What your gut telling you?
Oh, my gut then told me years ago. My gut told me years ago,
That
right?
You wasn't
But,
ready.
So you
What your gut tell you?
my gut told me years ago that you need to get this person out of your mind. Honestly,
okay.
Is it still telling you that now?
it is.
Then you're not ready.
I never said I was ready. I kept saying I don't know.
What in the fly foolishness is you on? This is the app for this. What if you know?
Because Sharice, first of all,
it's entertainment. I understand.
hold on. I'm not about to let all this go to waste. So all this, all of this, all this glory that I have. So I'm gonna talk to people. I can talk. Ain't nothing wrong with talking.
Mm-hmm.
So first of all, I was just being funny. I'm really not that conceited. But I'm not. I'm really not that conceited.
Mm-hmm.
However,
Y'all keep that. I'm just saying. Go on post for him real quick, y'all. Go on. Everybody, hey, listen.
Silly Friday night.
Okay, that's
okay.
doing too much now.
Okay. No, I'm really am not ready to like be in a committed relationship with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not gonna sit here and lie to myself. I'm not ready for that. Do I want to talk to other people? Of course I want to talk to other people because I'm human, right? And I'm not even talking about on a sexual level, but I do want to talk to other people. I do want to engage with other people, smile, laugh with my mouth open, all the crazy stuff that we do, right? I
So
want to do that.
we can build friendships in that regard, like in that area. So Miss Wanda just said Reese is direct and to the point. Jay likes to process.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I am direct and to the point. Don't come with no foolishness. I am 42 years old. I'm not for it. I don't want it. No, I'm just not for it. That's in everything, Miss Wanda, though. That's every part of my life. That's work. That's ministry.
Mm-hmm.
That's every part of my. I'm direct and to the point. Or whatever. I have a hard time turning that off.
Mm-hmm.
But I over communicate though too.
I honestly, I am an over communicator. I like to talk. I really do. I like to, as Miss Wanda said, I do like to process stuff. Like, I like to know what you're thinking. So some people may say that I ask a lot of questions. I'm going to ask a lot of questions because that's how I process what you're saying. That's how I figure you out, right? Some people just don't like that. And that was probably one of the reasons of the demise of my last relationship because I asked a lot of questions.
Mm-hmm.
I'm that person. I want to know.
I don't think you trusted him though. You didn't trust him.
I did. Not even gonna lie, I did until you gave me a reason not to trust you. You literally gave me a reason not to trust you.
Mm-hmm.
And then see, I observed so much that literally you don't have to give me a reason, but sometimes I'm going to find one.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not always a good thing either.
Mm-hmm. Because that's when the over analytical mind comes in. Because I'm very over analytical. I'll create a whole story.
Exactly.
It ain't never happened in real life.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So the question is, direct is good, process is good too. Don't you think we need balance of both? I would say yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do. Sometimes, as you would like to tell me, I'm not direct enough.
I was just about to say it, and I was waiting for you to say it, but it was taking a long time. And I was like, "Oh my goodness, Lord, she just not gonna say it." Like, she don't communicate when she need to communicate. And I'm like, well, you can just say this, and it will be over and done with. You don't have to keep talking to them, but you keep talking to me with these little one words, and they're gonna keep coming back and saying something to you, and you will be irritated. Why would you do that to yourself? Don't even make sense. I don't want to talk to you no more.
Right.
I know, because I have to think about it. I have to internalize it. I have to process it.
Yeah.
That's how I am.
I'm not judging you though, but literally once you process, I don't want to talk to you no more.
Mm-hmm.
It's done. You've already processed.
Tender too though, but I've had to learn how to use my words because I'll just sit and hold stuff. But now I guess the older I get, it's like when I feel myself getting irritated, I'm like, let me see what I got to say.
Maybe she got hit 40.
Maybe, yeah.
She might have to hit 40.
Well, no, not technically, because I told y'all last week how I almost got fired because
Did you
me,
say you didn't
but,
us? Okay.
Yes, but because of me internalizing stuff, processing it, it got to a point to where I just couldn't take it no more, and I just shot off an email. Right? I want to get better at that part, like saying how I feel without trying to hurt people's feelings, because the end result happens when I done held on to too much, and now I don't care who I hurt.
Right.
So I want to.
Yeah, I get that. Because mine is I care about people's feelings, but I care about mine's more.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And if I feel disturbed, I got to take.
And that's literally where you gotta get to. Like, I care about your feelings, but literally, especially if you're not giving me what I need, I deserve, and want, my feelings matter more than what I'm about to say to you is going. If I feel like that's gonna sting you a little bit. So I had that, but again, that took time, the process, because I was in love with somebody forever, ever, or whatever. But it took time. Again, like you said, when you fed up, It's like, okay, I'm not doing this no more.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What else I got? Trust after heartbreak. Ugh.
It's a process.
I don't trust nobody.
I don't have heartbreak.
I had to go through several relationships to help me, I think, break down. So it was the therapy by myself, and then also I started to see in relationships, I was working through stuff in those relationships. So by the time I got to the last one that I just got out of, it's like, okay, I'm noticing some stuff. Let me not back to what I'm thinking. Let me see how I can shift my perspective and not allow this trigger to, take it out on him. So I do a lot in that relationship. So it's just like, okay, I feel like I'm at a really more stable place when it comes to trust, but it's been a process. So just like you said, extend grace to yourself, be kind to yourself, and understand that it's a journey. And you may be even telling yourself, I should be further along. I shouldn't be dealing with this, but
exactly. Yeah.
Don't allow that judgment and criticism to make you the best you need to.
And I feel like you got to build trust with everybody. Like, it doesn't transfer from one person to another. Like, it just doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
So that takes some time. Don't roll your eyes.
The more you establish trust in yourself, it's like you kind of set that foundation of trust. So it's like, yeah, I do agree that you have to build it because everybody's different. But it's like when you get to a place of trust in yourself, it's like, okay, yeah, I'm good.
Then the conversations in your head will make way more sense to you. Like, okay, well, I'm having this conversation in my head. I can say this to this person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that's your therapy. No. Okay.
I said I need to have a balance of being direct and in processing, and I process more than I am direct. Which in turn, I'm going through the motions over and over and over. Just like this guy I did meet, he was a very nice guy. I already said it on Single T already. He was a very nice guy. I wasn't interested in him, right? One, because of other stuff. Two, because of that 10% that I still have in my hand. And it's just like, I told him, and I had a conversation with one of his relatives, like, it's going to take, and this was me being as blunt and as transparent. I said, unfortunately, it's going to take a lot for the next person right now, because I'm not going to trust you off bat. I'm not. I'm going to always have this wall up, and in the back of my mind, I'm going to be like,
but how we
I
break?
know you lying.
I guess that's my question. Like, how do we tear that down? Like, how do I not make the next person responsible for what the other person did?
Yeah, that's it took me to go to therapy to do that, seriously, because it's so much that's rooted in that. And I think I just got to the point, like, what I'm not gonna do is let this dude back here interfere with what I got going on and what my future is. So, like, I just was like, why would I allow somebody from my past who has probably moved on to interfere with what I got going on now and what I desire to have in the future? So it's like, I was like, wait a minute, this dude still has control over me. So that was one part of it. And then it's just like, just the positive thinking, like understanding everybody's not like that. Okay, what don't I trust about myself that I on everybody? So my thing was, I don't trust my ability to choose. That was the main thing. So I'm side eyeing everybody because really I don't trust in me. So it's just like, what's beneath that? That was the question that I had to ask myself. Why don't I trust? What am I telling myself about this person?
And I'm slowly just starting to begin to feel worthy of having a committed, healthy relationship. Like, no drama. Like, no, not to say that we're not gonna have our flaws, we're not gonna have disagreements on that, but I'm at an age where I can communicate, and it don't have to be a whole bunch of foolishness.
Yeah,
I'm not there yet,
and that's okay.
We said at the same time, right?
Yes, that is okay. That is totally okay.
You are where you are, and it is perfect. Yeah,
not there yet.
You got me. No, okay.
Where's the leave button?
Not leave.
So we got 2 minutes, and I am going to literally charge us. Oh, that was so churchy. Charge us to go out on a date, even in these quarantine streets, whatever you feel. Us by yourself.
Oh. Because I don't feel like it. Okay, yeah, I can do that.
By yourself.
Exactly, because that's where I was. I'm like, me.
Report back with how your date was. I gotta find out what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I'm expensive.
I have food in it, honey, because I'm hungry.
All the time.
Buy me some gifts or something.
Yes, I got it.
I can go to Ross.
No, don't do that. You spend a lot of money when you go to Ross. You make me spend a lot of money when you go to Ross.
You spend money on your own.
So with that, y'all, this is so good. I feel like we can go for weeks on this one topic. So we might be back with this one because it's a lot. So if you're single, that's your charge, is to take yourself on a date, report back to us how your date went by yourself. If you're entering the dating scene, enter it with an open mind. And if you so happen to stumble along that person that you find is worthy enough to be in your presence and to be with you, then
let me know how you found them, girl or guy. Sorry, finished.
And give them your best, okay? All right. I am Reese. You are.
I am Jay.
And
I am Siobhan.
Thank y'all.
Bye, y'all.